So again, very good evening ladies and gentlemen, Babael here, joining me is Larc, and it is the eGTV Hearthstone League Season 1 Cycle 1. It's finally the playoffs, the top 8 of every single group gonna be here. And today we have the first match, that's Yamafuda against Derikku. Larc, how are we doing?
I am doing awesome, man. Playoffs is just... I'm super excited, because now it's like the stage where a lot of the pro players, so to speak, are actually going to be showing all their stuff, and they're going to try the best to win as as much as possible, because this is like the most important stage right now for these players.
Yeah, that's it. This is a double elimination format, so whoever loses the best of 5 series will in fact be relegating all the way down to the losers bracket first, but that generally should still be fine here. Larc, do you have any hot favorites going into today's game?
Well, I'm gonna be biased, and I think I said this on stream a little bit earlier on, but I'll just be biased a bit. I'm giving favor towards Wen Sushi to win Cycle 1 because he is the first guy to sub to eGTV. But yeah, I mean, on a realistic scale, there's a lot of strong players here in Cycle 1. We've got Derikku, Yamafuda, how do I say this? Lemniskate? Yeah, that's his name. We got Kriya, we got Boyangi, we got Wen Sushi, we got Trinity. I mean, there's like a lot of these very strong players, and their decks are pretty awesome as well. To be honest, a lot of them are actually running with almost similar decks. It just differs a bit in terms of variations with the cards there, as well as their playstyles. So I think that it's hard to tell. Honestly, for me, I would say any of these players definitely has a good chance of what do you call this, winning this cycle, in my opinion, because I guess you could say they're all kind of on a even playing field. I'm a little bit skeptical for Allura though, using the Black Knight on a mirror image. Not too sure about that, but hopefully he's gonna be pretty okay with his matches today against Lemniskate as well. But yeah, I mean, that's just my thoughts so far about the players and who has the higher chance of winning. As for like the decks themselves, we kind of gotta see a bit of their decks in actions, during the group stages. Now the thing is, they weren't up against each other, because now they're facing the other guys from the other bracket, so it could be a whole different. It is a whole different ball game, so it's gonna be pretty interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting, like I said. So very excited here. The game is gonna start real soon. And well, personally, a little bit more into this matchup here. Who do you favor, Yamafuda or Derikku?
Well, seeing their matches last time, I think I'm gonna go with. I don't know, it's hard to say. I think Yamafuda.
Oh, why is that? Yamafuda, but both of them in the group stage kind of had a pretty interesting score of I think it's a clean 3-0 win, but they did drop 1 game each in any of these best of 3 series there.
Yeah, but I think it's just that Yamafuda is I think he's a little bit more relaxed in terms of playstyles when playing the games. Not to say that Derikku isn't. It's just that that's just kind of what I felt when I witnessed the group stages. So that's kind of more the reason why I'm favoring Yamafuda. But it can always go either way. So you never know. We're gonna see how exactly it's gonna boil down today.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the most important factor.
That's right. So game 1 here, ladies and gentlemen. We have Yamafuda, Derikku. It's the playoffs finally here. And top half of this board, top board is going to be Yamafuda, bottom board is going to be Derikku, and we have a pretty interesting matchup here. It's a Shaman from Yamafuda up against Druid from Derikku.
Yeah, and let me just say, Derikku's screen is super flawless. It's like so smooth. Like the last time we casted him in that group stages, it wasn't this smooth, I feel, but it's pretty awesome today. Yeah, started looking at the hand of Yamafuda though, pretty decent. He has a removal there with the swipe. He has the Chobin Yeti, a very strong card. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Innervate. If he does get that during his turn 1 or maybe even his turn 2, he'll be able to, set himself on a really good footing there. Sunfear Protector is always a good card to have in your hand. But against the Shaman, who's not really that much of an aggro, it's not as important in the early stages. In fact, he gets a second one over there. So he has all his taunts up. That's going to help out a lot in terms of establishing a huge board. I think he just needs his Watchers, and he'll be in a pretty good place. Pretty good place. Sorry.
Yeah, he would be, but that's it. It's, after all, the playoffs here, and best of 5 series basically mean that you're gonna have to knock out all 3 decks of your opponent. And we have a pretty interesting matchup. Both playing control here, I believe. Yamafuda, starting hand pretty decent, having a Stormforge check. It's pretty good weapon in hand, but of course it will not be enough to pick up the 2-3 here. And definitely Derikku opting to go for a Sun-Free Protector, because look at his hand, he's got a pretty shitty draw. But it's wasting some taunt there, but it should still be fine because he's got like the Defender of Argus as well as the Sun-Free Protector, second one in his hand already.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he's getting all his taunt minions out so fast, or at least his minions that provide that taunt mechanic. As for Yamafuda here, I think he's contemplating as to what he should do in this kind of situation. Maybe he's a little like he could go risky and just coin out his Unbound Elemental in the hopes that he'll get some. The thing, he doesn't want to play it now because he knows that he doesn't have the rest of his spells yet. He's actually going to go with the Rockbiter weapon, which I guess is fine because both of these players are playing the control game, and I mean he loses out one Rockbiter, but at least that means he deals with that minion on the board, because I think that is the biggest, like, I mean, anytime you play control versus control, you want to have the bigger board advantage as well as hand advantage, so at least it's a 1-for-1 trade in that kind of regard.
Yeah, it is, and that's a bit of a good news at least here. But here comes the first Watcher. It's definitely gonna help Derikku a bit, but because of lack of mana, he cannot play both Watcher and Sun-Free Protector. So that means that he's not gonna be able to set up his wall this turn. But Shaman is also lacking a bit of aggro on his side as well. And I don't know about you, but I'm not too confident that the Shaman has got all the right answers against this Watcher deck that the Druid has.
Well, yeah, I mean he does have. He has a couple of. I mean, he has one answer right now, which is basically the Silence. The problem with that is it makes the Watcher into an attacker, so that's pretty bad for him. I do believe here Derikku is actually just only going to. Well, he might even use the Keeper of the Grove, to be honest. I see that as being a possibility here, because he wants to silence off the. Yeah, he wants to silence off his 4/5 minion and instantly deal with the Unbound Elemental. This will only probably die to things like Rockbiter weapon or a Lightning Bolt, but that would just mean that the Derikku would overload himself this early into the game, especially with the fact that he doesn't have much minions on the board. So he has to. I mean, he knows that Derikku knows he's in a good position here.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, if you draw double Sun-Free Protector, Defender of Argus, as well as an Ancient Watcher, you definitely know you're in a very good spot. That say, next turn, his default play would be to run the Defender of Argus. That's gonna buff his, his Ancient Watcher into a 5/4, which is gonna be so hard for Yamafuda to come back from. But that say, the game's still not over yet. He has got some answers there, such as a very easy Hex, but even if the Hex goes down, it might be a waste. You generally want to save it for something bigger. That's the consensus coming out here. He should be able to play a Flame Tongue, but if he plays a Flame Tongue, it's still not going to be secure. So that's the consideration here for Yamafuda. If the Flame Tongue goes down, both the Totem's going to be able to deal 2 damage, but the Flame Tongue's going to die next turn. That's the consideration there.
Yeah, I think like right now it's just a desperate play for him. He's just trying to set himself up for maybe a possible spell totem Fork Lightning. There's a whole bunch, a couple of plays they can actually do here with Flame Tongue Totem just to set it up. But then this is just showing that to Derikku that he's actually in a really bad spot. It means that Yamafuda doesn't really have the spells or even the minions to play right now. So I think Derikku is really confident at this stage that he just him buffing up these minions is actually really good for him. Then he can actually just avoid the 0-2 and just go for face here. Yep, yeah, perfect. And Yamafuda is down to 23 life already.
Yeah, he is. He's looking pretty bad already. And looking at the rest of his Shaman deck here, there are Rockbiter weapons, but he's not drawing them. And there are some of the other answers like Lightning Stomp that are still a little bit missing in action here. He has got, I think, a total of 2 Lightning Stomp, but not drawing any of those as well. Other than that, he don't seem to have much of any other bot clear. No Fog Lightning, nothing of that sort. He's got Nat Piggle. he doesn't have extra card draw yet. He's got like one mana Tide Totem, but he's not gonna run that as well. So, I mean, it's gonna boil down to luck here, and luck, what a pun there. But anyway,
Larc.
I don't know what he can do at this point in time. I would say going for extra card draw like Drake is the default play here, but even then, it may not ensure that he is gonna be able to retain any more control in his next turn.
Yeah, to be honest, I would have just played the Drake as well, because the next turn he has two answers. It's either the Flame Elemental or the Arching Commander, which kills either of the two minions there. Like the the Fire Elemental is gonna kill the Keeper of the Grove, as the Arching Commander is gonna kill the Ancient Watcher. He decides to Hex it there, which I guess is not that bad of play, but the problem is now he's not gonna be able to Hex carrying Bloodhoof, and that's an even bigger problem right now.
Yeah, that's what I said. You know, generally you want to save the Hex for something a little bit bigger. Now the Ancient Watcher is gone, but yep, something that replaces it very nicely is the 4/5. He definitely has got the Earthshock that can deal with 4/5 a little bit there, but it is still not gonna be able to kill it. Of course, you know, you solve half the problem, and that's something that he can look forward to dealing there. The other way he could go about this is that he can play the Azure Drake and Earthshock the 4/5 first. Next turn use the Fire Elemental to clear it off because of the increased spell damage there from the Azure Drake, but he opted for the Fire Elemental onto the what did he kill there? The Keeper of the Grove, which is okay, not very bad. You know, it's still a pretty respectable play here, but he still hasn't got any answers for the 4/5 yet.
Yeah, well, his only answer for now. Here's the thing: if Derikku actually buffs up, this is the reason why I don't like this play. Usually, when you have a minion that has something like a Death Rattle or like all that kind of jazz that has a way to kind of get back into the game. I mean, like, a Death Rattle or a Poison effect or whatever effect it may be. Usually, you generally don't want to like stack up buffs on it, because a silence gets so much value out of that as compared to buffing up the 2/2. The problem here is he did that so that he could clear the board. Again, very understandable, and it's fine actually in that kind of situation, because he actually already has a Chillwind Yeti and a Defender of Argus still on the board, plus a free taunt given to him because of the Hex. Problem with that now is he actually doesn't have the card advantage against the Shaman. Shaman's not hasn't shown much. He's gonna Earthshock, which is perfect here, and he's actually got a Defender of Argus to clear off the taunt.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to do that, but here comes the Arching Commander. What I would do is, there goes the Earthshock as well, so generally he definitely has to Earthshock the current Bloodhoof there. There's no doubt about there. Definitely is the play as well. But now it seems like Derikku will have some default answers here. He can use the 4/5 to run into the bubble, at least it's not gonna die there, or maybe even use the power. That should work.
Yeah.
And Swipe can be used if he wants, but not if he doesn't want to use Swipe. The other thing that he could really do is to run the 2/2 into that, but that's gonna mean that he's gonna lose some minion there. But yeah, goes to Swipe. That's gonna be easy cancellation there, or kill on the Arching Commander, and that's 6 damage to the face, and the pressure is on the Shaman right now.
Yeah, this is so good for Derikku is just such a good spot. That was an easy swipe for him. He definitely should have done that, and he did. So he's in a good spot, because pushing the Shaman down to 9 life already without him. If you notice, he's not played many minions. He's only played the Fire Elemental and a Flame Tongue Totem, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he played anything. Oh, okay, as well as the Arching Commander. Alright, but that's just pretty much about it. Derikku's just been establishing the board throughout the whole game. He's still at 27 life. He has another swipe in hand. That's gonna deal 5 damage if the Death Rattle is not dealt with. Now Yamafuda is in a tricky situation here. He can Gadgetson and then silence kill the 1/1, but this just seems like a waste. I believe the better play here is just to card draw.
Yeah.
Wait, does he run Argus? Let me check his deck here. I'm pretty sure he does run Defender of Argus and all that kind of jazz. Yamafuda's Shaman deck. Yeah, he has only one Defender of Argus. He actually needs it if he wants to survive.
Yeah.
Because Derikku is lethal next turn.
There is nothing else here that is really needing so much thought. He knows for sure that he needs to play something strong, and I'm thinking that the lightning bolt's definitely something that could help him a bit, but even then there is gonna be lethal next turn, so to climb his way out of this, he basically needs a few things. First of all, he needs his spell totem. That should help a bit. Oh, sorry, a snake totem. Yeah, that should help a bit to, you know,
Yeah.
move away some aggro, but he doesn't know that Derikku's hand is gonna swipe, like you said, so that basically is gonna mean that it's still gonna be lethal anyway. Unless here comes the other one. Yep, then maybe, you know, Derikku, yeah, but he's got hero power, so I don't see how he's gonna come back from this one at all.
Yeah. He's like he has to
Oh,
kill off
crap.
the Yeti, and now he can't do it.
Yeah,
And
the
he
thing
doesn't
is,
have mana for totem. Yeah.
yeah, the thing is, if he totem up a spell totem or even a snake totem, he should be fine. But nope, he decides to silence the 1/1 for reasons that I don't know, man. But anyway, he's dead.
Yeah.
So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. First game is going to Derikku. Very much a well-respected play here. And yeah, basically, what are some of your thoughts in this game here?
Well, Derikku has just been playing the board game the whole time, and Yamafuda had a couple of questionable plays, like especially the fact that he threw down the Flame Tongue Totem for no apparent reason, which is very interesting to me. Plus the fact that I think it's just the RNG as well. He didn't get all the necessary cards he needed in the early game. He didn't get much of his spells, his board clears, and that was a huge factor into that previous game there. But it's gonna be a Druid matchup though, and this should be a much closer game in my opinion.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Second game gonna be here, and well, it's the playoffs, so it's best of 5. So even if Yamafuda loses this next one, he should still generally be okay. He just needs to win the next 2, which is basically a full force reverser there. I don't know, man. What do you think about that? Is there any chance for him to accomplish that?
Well, looking at his starting hand, we might have. I mean, he's got the Harvest Golem in hand, right? Derikku doesn't have much minions. He has double Innervate. That's not gonna help him right now. Next turn 2, he could double Innervate Karen Bloodhoof. That would actually be pretty damn scary. And that would force a silence or something to come out. But yeah, I mean, he can go risky. He can go risky, double Innervate Karen Bloodhoof. And then next turn he can play his Harvest Golem, or he could just go for the safer play, which is basically this: just throw down the Sunfear Protector, because you know he runs Argus plus a silence, and generally against another control deck you kind of don't want to put the taunts up. Most of the time you just want to have that control. You want to silence them so that they can actually do shit for you, which is actually a lot more better because he's not facing an aggro deck right now. Look at that mirror, man! Wow.
Yeah, and it seems like Derikku's side, again, looking to be pretty good. He's got double Innovate, so he might in fact be looking at a turn 4 Current Bloodhoof, which is just one hell of a bot presence here. But in this mirror matchup, Yamafuda's deck is kind of like Derikku's. The only difference is that I don't think he ran much of a Druid, Druid as well. Have you taken a look at his deck list?
Yamafuda does run a Druid Watcher. He has 2 Ancient Watchers, he has the Defender of Argus ×2, Sunfear Protector ×2, so basically almost the same thing that Derikku runs as well. With I think a couple of reiterations there, I believe. No, actually, yeah, almost the same. Let's just put it that way. Look, I mean, this is how similar they are. Look at that. Look at that board.
Alright.
It's exactly the same, man. Oh my god. Okay, bro.
Yeah. Okay, now I have the deck list up and running. Yep, you're right. It is actually kind of like a little bit of a mirror matchup. The only difference is that there's Luck of the Wall in Derikku's deck, and on the flip side here, for Yamafuda, I believe he runs a little bit different in the sense that he's got like the Argent Commander, whereas Derikku don't have that. Derikku has got Ragnar Ross, Ysera, Black Knight, the Allura Black Knight, and I don't know, man, but there's a Ting Master here for Yamafuda. So a little bit of a slight variation, but they both have generally the same concept here, which is the Ancient Watcher Wall of Defense. So it's gonna be a game of RNG to see who picks up the first Ancient Watcher.
Yeah, and I believe here I would actually not do that because that just puts it into swipe range, and plus he gets a lot of value out of swipe because it goes for your face rather. I think he should have just hero powered. I mean, innervate hero power, kill it, and then just go for face. Because even if it does swipe, the swipe will damage will actually be propagated to the Sunfear Protector there, and he would still have a Harvest Golem on board. And if looking at the hand for Yamafuda, it doesn't have an innervate, so he can't actually hero power after that. So yeah.
It's actually gonna silence the Harvest Bot, which is gonna make some way for swipe play next turn. But Derikku picks up the Ancient Watcher. He can innovate into the Current Blood Hoof, but it's not gonna be very valuable here. And the other play is to utilize Mark of the Wild, which is pretty okay a play. And Mark of the Wild, hero power, that should be able to pick up the 2/4 on the board there. Yeah, I guess it should generally be okay.
I think here. Let's see. I think here his best option is actually to Mark of the Wild. Let's see here.
It's the same. Both minions are the same right now.
Yeah. Like
tokens,
either one of it, kill off the 2/4. I definitely don't. Well, actually, he can just Mark of the Wild 4/5 because if he silences that, that just means that he can use it to attack, which is actually by all means what is still very good for him. Problem here is he can't kill off the 2/4. But
Yeah.
at least that will die to the Ancient Watcher. Unless Yamafuda is gonna YOLO think this, which is also a possibility. He might be crazy here and he might YOLO think it.
Well, the thing is this, I think that he's one game behind, so there is a little bit of a slight chance he's gonna YOLO thing this one up. But even then, playing the swipe here into the Ancient Watchers is still not gonna be able to kill it, so he's gonna have a little bit of a tough time now to decide what to do. He can play
Well,
Azu
he
Drake
can
for
kill
a card draw, but
he can kill this
with power? Yeah, with coins.
yeah, coin hero power and is run the 2/4 in.
But there's
Problem
no
with
value
that
in
is
that.
yeah, problem with that is he uses so much just to kill off that Ancient Watcher, and he can't even play a minion on the board. So that means he's actually still behind. Plus he takes damage, 6 damage.
Yeah, that's a hell of a
nonetheless.
damage. Man, you're gonna have to think about that. That's a lot of damage that you don't want to take so early in this game, even before 10-6. It's he's gonna be down to about half health already, and that's hell of a pit spot to be in.
Yep. Well, the good thing for him is that Derikku's hand is kind of shitty right now. Oh. Well, I do believe the best play here is actually is just to play Cairn Bloodhoof and pass the turn.
Okay, hero power, man, innovate hero power, but I don't know, maybe just save the innovate for something of a bigger combo at a little later stage, which is just fine, you know? You don't have to play everything in his turn, especially since you don't have much of a card left.
Exactly, like he's so and plus keeping it in the hand just means that it makes Yamafuda scared to be like, oh shit, he's probably hiding his Savage Roar, Force of Nature combo in hand. I need to be careful and kind of jazz them. So, all the whole mind games come into play there. So, I mean, Yamafuda here, he actually gets a decent card here. He has the Defender of Argus, which he can use, and he can use that to kill off the 6/3 with the Keeper of the Grove. But then after that, it looks. But then after that, it looks pretty shitty. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can. I don't know what that sound was, but anyway. Looking at his hand here. Yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, I think like he can. Problem here is he doesn't have his Blood Mage Thalanos, so he can't use that to kill off one version of Cairn as well as the Ancient Watcher by running the 2/4 in.
Yep.
Because he doesn't have enough mana for swipe plus Azure Drake, even with the coin. So I think his only option is to Sunfear protect the Yeti, or maybe not the Yeti, or actually, I guess this is kind of fine. You know, Yeti is the high value target that you kind of want to make sure that doesn't die.
It's still gonna die.
It's still gonna die.
Oh my god, here comes no cow level. He's gonna copy the cow.
Yep.
And
this is awesome.
Yeah, which is fantastic. Have you seen a video on numerous cow copying techniques and as the paladin with the redemption, etc. stuff?
No, I don't think I don't believe I've seen that.
I think the player copied like 4 Current Blood Hoof.
Oh my god. Okay.
Can you imagine the pain in that?
he needs to calm down. 4 Karen Bloodhoofs? Yeah, that's a little bit too much.
We all with Death Rattle as well, so that's one hell of a video, man. You should go check it out. But anyway, now it's back to this game. We have only 2 cows on the field. Enough to milk for the entire family already. But I don't know, man. But Derikku's running a pretty healthy farm right now.
Yeah, I think Derikku might YOLO this up. Hero power, innervate, keeper of the grove, kill the 2/3. Nope. Okay, he's gonna go for face. Good thing. Thank God. Because that would be the super YOLO play for him to actually kill off the 2/3 there. Yamafuda again still doesn't have enough for his combo.
Go for cut draw. That's what I would do there. It's very simple, you know. Just don't even think about Think Master right now. Just run the Ancient of Law, go for cut draw, take up the damage.
He's thinking to Think Master 1, which is actually kind of alright. Oh, lucky for him!
Lucky squirrel.
He gets the squirrel. Now he can actually get swipe value out here. Swipe, kill that. That shit dies. Run the 2/3 into the 4/2. He has to run the 2/3 into the 4/2. There is no option. He has to do it.
He has to do it.
And then run the 4/5 into face. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna help him get a bit of control back here. But the son of Current Bloodhoof comes back out here, and now it's gonna be up to Derikku. Derikku's biggest problem is that he don't have much of any card draw here. And if he does decide to Raff, he will not kill anything at all.
He could run his 4/5 into the 4/5 and then Raff it, plus get a hero, plus get a card. I think the main thing is he definitely needs to Raff for sure, because he needs card draw. He's got really shitty cards in his hand right now. Plus he can always just kill off the 2/2. Oh yeah, there you go. He can innervate after using his Keeper of the Grove to kill off the 2/2. I think he's really thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in keeping so much innervate when you don't have the card draw value. If you look at his stack, he's lacking a lot in terms of card draw. It's not like the hand of Yamafuda with the Ancient of Lore. I do believe Derikku, he has only got 1 Ancient of Lore, whereas Yamafuda's got 2, so the chance of drawing 1 is gonna be so much lesser.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more important thing to note is that actually out of both these players, Derikku has more of the legendaries in his hand. Black Knight, Ancient of Lore, sorry, not Ancient of Lore, Ragnaros
in the deck, you mean?
Yeah, in his deck.
Ooh, but look at the Druid of the Cloth pick up here, and the Savage Roar as well. Yamafuda in a pretty good spot already. He seems to be set to try and take this game away from Derikku, because Derikku is severely lacking in terms of cards right now. And Yamafuda is slowly finding answers to the problems that Derikku have created for him here. And now it's gonna be up to Derikku's turn. What will Derikku draw? A Ysera. Now that is a good card.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
I
think it's gonna. Wait, yeah, it's good because there's nothing in the hand of Yamafuda that could kill it. So Ysera is gonna be here, and he's here to stay.
I feel he has to innervate.
Hero power.
Hero power kill the 5/5. Oh, he's going for face. Well, I guess going for face is also not that bad because you apply pressure. Problem is, if he has things like Argus, which actually you can see in his hand, and all the kind of jazz, he can actually buff up that creature and make it so much more harder. But the dream is alive. So he's dead the next turn. Wait, how much damage? 8, 9, 10. Yeah, he's dead the next turn.
Yeah.
If Yamafuda decides to buff this up with a bunch of taunts, because he'll just dream it back to the hand. Of course, there will still be another taunt, so it depends on the positioning of how Yamafuda plays this next.
And it's very unlucky for Yamafuda because he will not have enough mana to run 2 taunts here, as in 2 Defender Argus, because it's only turn 9. So yeah. I guess he is slowly running out of
Ancient
options.
Watcher taunt. Yeah, he's probably gonna Ancient Watcher taunt for sure.
There's no doubt about that. He can Ancient Watcher. He can also do the Druid of the Claw, but I would say for sure Ancient Watcher, Defender Argus is the right play here. But that's gonna take only 6 mana. The other 3, it's not gonna make sense to run a Savage Roar here. It's not gonna kill anything. He can decide to, I don't know, going for Zudrake could be a pitfall. He needs to be very careful. If he runs a Zudrake and he don't have enough mana for anything at all, he's in a very bad spot.
Well, I guess his thought is to Zudrake, hope for an awesome card draw. But what other awesome card draw is he looking at right now? Because Savage Roar Force of Nature is not gonna do anything. Plus, he doesn't have enough mana for it.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, well, he might actually still defend Argus.
He can defend both of this. Yeah. Now he's probably just gonna quickly trade off a minion here. In my opinion, he should definitely.
Okay. Okay, going for face here, are we?
Oh.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
he's dead. Force of
He's
Nature.
dead. He's dead.
Just when I cast this, jinxed it. Ladies and gentlemen, Derikku picks up a 2-0 victory here. He still will have a third game to play against Yamafuda, last and final deck, and I do believe that's the Warrior.
Yeah. Top deck Arena Stone. Look at that shit. He's gonna dream back the 6/6, Force of Nature, kill the 5/5, and then kill his face. Oh wait, no, he can't kill him. He can't kill him. No, he can. Yes, he can. Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can. He's thinking. How do I? Yeah, he can.
There is definitely a way to kill this.
He can even BM kill him with minus one damage, -1 health. Sorry.
Come on, no one cares about
No.
BM kill.
Whoa, what? So he's gonna
What just
silence one.
Huh? Is he thinking
he missed
too much?
lethal. He missed lethal.
Did he just miss lethal?
Yeah, he did.
You
He
gotta
can't
be
kill.
kidding me.
He can't kill him. Even with Force of Nature now, he loses out on that 2 damage that was already on the board. Yeah, his hero power here. Oh no, yeah, he can't kill. No, yeah, he can't kill him. He's down by 1. He missed lethal. Oh my god, bro, what are you doing? Come on, you had that in the bag. Okay, bro. He needs to calm down.
Man,
okay, he's only gonna deal. He's gonna trade.
what just
Oh
happened
man.
there?
Wait,
God.
is he really gonna trade? Okay, no. He's gonna just go for face. Now this is a huge problem for him because there's another defender of Argus and another taunt. I believe there. Oh, he gets an Emerald Drake. Not the thing he needed. Not the thing he needed. He needed Ysera's Awaken if he wanted to win.
Yeah. But, well, you know, stuff like that happens every day, any day, so just gonna have to embrace it.
I don't know about that play though. He could have won.
Could have
Could've
won,
won,
yeah, we
just
know,
saying.
but he doesn't. He's kind of lost in that moment there, but I don't know.
Well,
man. It's a very questionable play.
This actually is very bad for Derikku because Yamafuda can actually clear this board.
Yeah, he can.
He can.
Defend of Argus.
No, he
Savage
doesn't even need
Roar.
to defend of Vegas. He can actually just Druid of the Claw, charge, Savage Roar, and then he clears everything on the board. But he's very scared of something that will kill him. So
I mean, will you not be afraid, dude? You're down to 1 health, man. You're gonna have to just calm down and play the right choices.
Okay,
so
yeah,
there we go.
yeah, this is fine. This is fine.
Oh, he's going for face. Wow,
Wait,
does he have lethal?
Wait, yeah, he does.
Oh, great.
Wait, what am I talking about? Yeah, it does have lethal. Oh my god, Derikku's
Oh,
probably
what a
kicking
throw,
himself.
man.
He's probably kicking himself in the head like, oh shit, I just threw the game away. I could have had game 2. And here's the thing, both of these classes are the strongest decks that both these players has. Now this actually swings a lot more in favor now for Yamafuda because the Druid deck for Derikku is out of the picture. He only he can still rely on his Shaman, and his Shaman should deal fairly well with his Druid deck here. Because it's always 50-50. It's a toss up. You can't really tell, but man, man, he's gonna be kicking himself after realizing that he had
after review the stream, he's gonna be like, "What just happened there?" And I'm thinking that he definitely is gonna rage at some point in time. Man, there is no way you will not rage when you reach a status like that. It's just you had a game, you could have won it a 2-0 style, but I guess it's not gonna do that. And in some case, I would say that it kind of saved me a bit. Because I thought Yamafuda was better play than this, but
yeah,
it proved us right.
Derikku really threw the game. Now that's a pure example of a throw,
Anyway,
to be honest.
Yeah, we have a next game here.
Yeah, looking at the hand coming from Derikku, he should have actually just kept 1 silence. You always want to have at least 1 silence, especially in this, especially when you're a hunter against a druid, because you want to get rid of taunts easily and early. Death Rattle is gonna come out here, the Harvest Golem, which is it's okay. I mean, it gets buffed later on, only at turn 4, so there's really nothing much that Derikku needs to worry about. Because anyways, he just needs to spam hero power and keep attacking face. Right here, he doesn't have play. I would actually just I guess he has to forfeit this turn 1 without dealing a bit of damage, and that's always something you don't want to have happen when you're playing as a hunter. You always want to deal damage every single turn, be it hero power or a charge minion, or even a weapon. I'm guessing he's saving his coin for turn 2 into the Eagle Horn bow and go for face.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's a possibility here. Well, still, Derikku's Hunter, let me just look through the deck list here, is not a very aggressive Hunter because it's got like Enemy Companion, which is fine, you know, generally
No,
you don't... Sorry?
I mean, Animal Companion is used in Rush deck.
Yeah, but not in my Rush deck, so it's it's a different world altogether. But anyway,
Oh, he
yeah.
gets a boar, awesome.
Oh, the boar is fantastic. Yeah, that's the only reason why it's in a Rush deck, because there are chances with boar, and it's somewhat legit to a certain extent here.
This is good for Derikku because one of the Harvest Golems is dealt with that only becomes a free 2 if it gets taunted by Argus. And Derikku here definitely weapon up, go for face, just keep attacking. That's all he needs to do. Just keep attacking. Just keep attacking. Just don't even think about like going for minions. The only time you need to the only time you need to trade against the minion is when you feel that in order to set up your next play and you're afraid of and like you know the opponent has a really shit he's down card advantage and you know has a really shitty minion on the board. You just trade the minion for fear of things like you know suddenly taunting it up and all that kind of jazz. But yeah.
Yeah, that's generally still fine, but the Hunter is in pretty good shape right now, except for the fact that it doesn't have bug control. It's not as if he's going to be looking for bug control here. I will play Misdirection, and I would just quickly go for the extra shot on the face, and I will enter. Hopefully Misdirection procs, and gonna have extra... It definitely is going to proc, man, and get an extra charge, so that's pretty good. I mean, there is no other thought to this. You generally want to play a little bit more minion before you go UTH and Timberwolf combo. And I would say for sure he's in a pretty good stand here because UTH plus Timberwolf is probably going to give him a total of 4 or 6 damage even. And he can deal 6 damage from his hand here. I think Yamafuda doesn't run an Acidic Swamp move, so he should generally be fine. So 6 plus 6 is 12 already, plus the Misdirection if it's proc on the face, that's about 16 damage. Yep. Oh, he's using the
gonna
go, that's fine.
He's gonna hit the...
Let's go for the face, man.
Yeti! Oh, nice!
Oh.
He gets it. He gets an even better trade. It goes to the face. That's actually what you want to have happen.
Yeah. That's like the best case scenario in a not so best case scenario. So you can play the I mean he can even go for double UTH combo at turn 5 and that's gonna deal even more damage. So he should still play it cool, go for Misdirection, and oh, but that comes to bear form. So I mean Yamafuda knows what's up and he's gonna be playing a little bit more defensively, which is fine. It's not very bad because here comes Hunter's Mark, so that's a perfect top deck there.
Yeah, I don't even think he needs to silence this. You can save the silence for something else. You can Hunter's Mark at 4/6, unleash the house, and just keep going for face. Or he could just use his owl and silence it. But again, I don't know, man. It feels like the silence is much more better used on something later on. Timberwolf is a little bit too early now, to be honest. Oh, he's actually gonna do it. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I think he is actually gonna do it there.
Is he gonna misdirection? He definitely should misdirection here. Instead of Hero Power. Misdirection, yeah, and then hit face with everything else he's got, yep. Go for face. He essentially does 7 damage here. He's even thinking of trading with the 2-1 because of fear of Defender of Argus. Actually, that's not such a bad idea. So just clear off 1 creep. So at least a taunt, you only get 1 back. And usually, I mean, like the thing is, the thought process is usually sometimes even if you clear off that 1 minion, he probably has another minion in hand to rebuff it. Okay, let's see where this is gonna go. Come on, go face, go face.
Oh god!
Got unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is why you don't play Misdirection and UTH at the same time. It's just not gonna work, and I don't agree with his play there. I thought he had a better chance, going for UTH at the very end, at the very last there. Yes, we know that as a taunt it needs to get addressed, but you don't need to worry about it so early on. You've got silence, for God's sake, He could have done it a lot better, but I don't know. Yeah. That was just misplay all across my score chart here. Misplay. Derikku, I'm gonna change the bot command to King of Misplay soon.
King of Misplay. The misplay
but
master.
Still, well, yeah, and look at the Hunter, man. The Hunter's getting rushed here. How can this possibly happen? I mean, it's a hell of a you can say point that a hunter got rushed, but he's not gonna win this, man. He can deal 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage, but that's at max, and UTH is not gonna deal its maximum potential right here. I would just hero power, go for face, everything go for face. Yeah, it's very standard face league kind of situation. But in the next turn, I would say that yeah, Yamafuda might actually be in a very tough spot.
Yamafuda is gonna he's gonna die next turn.
5, 6,
is he
7,
dead?
8, 9. Yeah, he's gonna be dead.
Yeah,
he's gonna
dead.
die next turn. So
no,
yeah.
he's gonna be dead after this. He doesn't have enough mana for hero power plus defender of Archon Commander.
Yeah, 4.
So next turn he will die.
He cannot kill Derikku, but Derikku has lethal next turn.
Yes, he does. So he has to clear the board here.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, he has to clear the board here.
There's no two hoots about it. You gotta clear the board, and if you can, hero power. Yeah.
Yeah, hero power.
Don't attack, just hero power. Attack face, clear the board.
And
play...
push the aggro on the enemy. No,
Yeah.
actually, no, he can't. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't have enough mana here. He has to clear the board, that's for sure. There's no thinking to this. Like, clear the damn freaking board. You can't kill
Yeah,
him
his
right
minions
now.
are not gonna die if he clears the board. He could just hero power, just play that, and don't even play any minion because you know for sure that in the mind of Yamafuda, right? I must be thinking, what are the chances of having 2 UTH in the hand for a hunter? The chances are pretty low considering that they've not even drawn half the decks yet. But I'm thinking that there's always that 20-30% chance of that shit happening. So you're gonna have to play it safe and play it smart. Especially when you're so low in terms of health, especially when it's such a clutch match here when you're looking at the best of 5 and the third game in the series.
Yeah, here he needs to trade. Okay, and hit face and don't play another minion because if he plays another minion, he's dead.
Is it dead if he plays another minion? That's a 1, 2, 3, 3, 6,
Yes,
7, 8. Yeah, he's dead.
He will die.
Oh, so smart. There we go. He buys himself some time, but look at the top deck though. It's Leroy Jenkins. Exactly, and it's again Leroy wins games, man, guys. You're gonna have to give it to Leroy. Good old Leroy.
Yeah, he's a managed guy. He's not gonna play Unleash the Hound. He's just gonna kill.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's gonna be a 2-1 up for Derikku, and down goes the Druid of Yamafuda. A little bit unfortunate there, but that's gonna be the case. So, any thoughts about the previous game there?
Top deck stone at its finest. Leroy Jenkins, saving the day. It looked very close. Druid was actually able to push back a bit. I guess the decision making process there by Derikku was kind of okay. Was able to sustain himself, and now he's 2 games up against Yamafuda, who actually took 1 game against him because he missed lethal. So I think he should be pretty happy about that now. The thing is now he's gonna be aggro versus I believe this is an aggro deck as well. Let me just take a quick look. Yamafuda, yep, it is aggro deck.
Aggro deck. So it's a fight of the aggro, opting to go for the warrior, which is he doesn't really have much of a choice here. But Derikku definitely has got a shaman. The biggest question is Derikku opting to go for the hunter first to address the druid because he knows that his shaman doesn't have what it takes to kill off the druid there. So he wants to end this game fast, which he definitely achieved his mission there. So once the druid's out of this game, he must be banking on the fact that the aggro of the warrior can somehow be controlled by the shaman, which is why he opted for the hunter deck first. So in that sense, maybe even if he loses this game, the shaman would be the key play here, and there's a little bit of a fair chance here for play because both are aggro deck, and in aggro deck, draws are very important, and it's a little bit more RNG based than control decks.
Yeah, to be honest, Yamafuda there, I would have actually just turn 1, played the Fury Warx and hit face already. Don't even need to care about playing the 1/1 because you can essentially play that during turn 3 with your heroic strike and heroic strike plus the 1/1 minion, so you can utilize his mana more efficiently. But I guess just wants to have a minion on the board. I don't know. Usually having a minion on the board feels kind of bad against Hunter because of Unleash the Hound. Just the way that it works, but nevertheless, he's gonna be able to get what I believe is gonna be a 5/2 minion on the board later on. Oh, he gets the worst minion right now, Larc. It's a terrible minion right now to have for him. He might even decide to kill this off. Actually killing it off isn't that bad because Larc's pretty good if you unleash the hounds combo against them, and each of the hounds gets 1/1. Then you have like a Timberwolf as well, and then holy shit, it becomes a 3/1. So yeah, trading here isn't that bad of an option. Can even just throw down his other Divine Shield guy. I was thinking about it because he's afraid of Unleash the Hounds, Starving Buzzard, Unleash the Hounds, which is also another thing that could, you know, push the tempo a lot more in favor of Derikku, which he actually top decks there. But unfortunately, he doesn't have Unleash the Hounds right now.
Yeah, unfortunately so. But there we go, it's looking pretty good here for... well, for Yamafuda at least, he's got minions all across the board here, and a 5-3, and Derikku. Like I said, man, the plan here should generally be to take, you know, try and buy some time, see if the aggro can win the aggro. If he cannot, there's always that little bit of a chance that you can be looking forward for the Shaman to control the Warrior, and that is definitely a huge possibility there. But that's it, man, we have a very good player for Derikku. It's gonna be able to kill the 5-1 to some certain extent, and there's nothing that Yamafuda could do about that. He knows for sure. It's a little bit sad, 5-1's gonna die. Everything's gonna die except for the 1-1. It doesn't matter which you use to attack, bro. It's definitely explosive trap. There's no thought about that.
He might think it's misdirection though.
Yeah, there is a shot. That's a shot for misdirection.
Because he used it in the previous match, but unfortunately for him, he loses everything besides that 1-1. But yeah.
Yeah, which is okay because, well, the thing is, if it's a misdirection, he's a little bit lucky, man. But still, yeah, that's why he opted for the bubble play, because just to be safe in case, you know, to die.
That was an error on his part. He should have actually attacked without with the one without the bubble, so that he could actually Dark Iron dwarf the 1-1 and then attack phase. That's why you see him saying, "Oops, that was a mistake," because he could have actually been able to dish in another 2 more damage there. Which
is very important in an aggro matchup here. You definitely want to deal as much damage to your opponent as fast as you can. But Derikku now has got an Eagle Horn Bow, and that's not gonna help him kill the Dark Iron Dwarf, but it is gonna help him deal some damage to the Warrior. Also comes out the Blue Gill Torpedo. I feel it's he definitely wants to play that, but nope, he's going for Steady Shot. It's actually gonna be the same kind of damage, but the difference is that he gets one minion on the board, which can kind of distract the 1-1 for a little bit.
Yeah, he has to have the Blue Gill Torpedo on the board. Should have done that. He's taking a lot of damage here. He actually got a decent top deck there with Argent Commander, which is really good for him. But Derikku right now is actually in a tough spot. He doesn't have his Unleash the Hounds combination, nor does he have any Timberwolf. He's actually going to silence this, and he doesn't have another trap. So I believe his best play here is actually to kill off the 4-2. Yep, this is what he's going to do, and then Hero Power. And even just attack. He has to attack, even though he doesn't have another secret to make it even much more stronger.
Yeah, and as the health points of both players slowly just dwindle down here, it looks to be pretty bad for both of them. Here comes the Nightblade. This is a little bit of a variation of Reynard's Warrior. He can play the Nightblade here for extra minion on the board, but considering the fact that he kind of realized Derikku has got 2 UTH. Wait, he didn't show the second UTH, so maybe he knows that Derikku has got 1 UTH at least. He may not want to play the extra minion here, so that's his only thought. But that said, if he doesn't play the extra minion, he's not a hunter. He cannot deal damage offhand as quickly as a hunter can.
Yeah. Well, he can just keep armoring up, you know.
But what he can do, however, what he can do is that he can run the Warm Run into the 2-1, which is the default player. He can double Heroic Strike and go for face, which is a total of 8 plus the Dark Iron Dwarf is about 12. 4. And next turn, you can effectively play the Nightblade, and the Hunter's down to just about 1 health. Hopefully, he top decks a weapon. If he doesn't, that's very sad news for him. But yeah, you know, just move on, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's actually gonna play that.
Which is okay. It's not very bad because you generally want to have at least 2 minions on the board, or rather, at most 2 minions on the board, which is fine. Next turn, he's definitely gonna have lethal. With the
I don't know about that, man. Against the hunter, try to have not. Okay, I guess here it's kind of okay because he wants to make sure that he can kill Derikku, or at least put pressure on him with that minion. At least, Derikku's dead.
Yep, he's dead. There is no way he could come back from this. So there we go. It's gonna be a best of 5 series, which is just down to the wire, man. And a lot of complaints coming from the viewers already, man.
Actually, he can survive. He can survive if it gets a
draw something
awesome
nice,
draw.
right?
Yeah. Okay, let's see what's it gonna be. Come on.
Tracking.
Tracking? Okay, tracking is
it's not gonna
really
save
gonna
him. He's down on mana, bro.
It's down mana. It's down mana.
How about
Checking.
explosive trap? No. Kill command.
Kill command.
Not enough mana for kill
No,
command,
not
bro.
enough.
Bluegill torpedo is the
enough
best
mana
shot
to-
here. You cannot be greedy,
Bluegill-
bro. You cannot have
You
to
can't
think.
do
You have
anything.
4 health. Come on, pick the
You
right
lost.
one.
You
You're gonna play Bluegill torpedo. Yeah, there we go. And Bluegill kills the tree too. But even then,
No,
he's dead.
He's still dead. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
no even if
shit.
explosive trap is dead, so I don't get what you say. When the tracking came out, it's dead. He's just
Yeah.
dead. There we go, guys.
Oh, abusive sergeant to make it even that much more amazing.
Is
But
Yamafuda gonna BM?
BM.
Yeah, no BM here.
BM.
See, very good well-mannered players. Unlike
Yep.
Larc, you know,
What?
king of BM.
I'm the most mannered player. Hello.
Yeah, right. Bullshit there.
But
yeah, there we go.
That was our first series. It was a 3-2 series. Wait.
No,
yeah,
it's a
gonna be
2-2, bro. There is a fifth and final game. It's,
Yeah. It's gonna be a 3-2 series. That's what I meant. Because
yeah.
one of these guys has to eventually win.
Yeah, it's
But,
the Shaman
yeah.
against the Warrior. Will Derikku be able to control this Warrior? That's the question. Yamafuda did try his very best, but the Warrior is going to be here to stay. Derikku
Ooh.
did opt for the Hunter because he thought that the Shaman can control the Warrior. That's why this is the moment that we'll see whether his judgment is right or not. If not, he would have played the Shaman up against the Druid, which we would have thought that it has a better chance as compared to the Hunter. But anyway, it kind of worked out well for him, so no complaints there.
Yeah. Shaman here definitely has the better footing against the Warrior. But look at his starting hand. It's not the bad. He has 2 taunts already. He has a Flame 10 totem, but he doesn't have early game minions. Like you generally you don't want to play a turn 3 Feral Spirit and overload yourself so you can't do anything the next turn. It's usually better to have a minion on the board. So yeah, I mean Karn is just gonna totem up. He can't always, have that. Oh,
This
look
is
at
Grim.
Yamafuda's hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
double
Fuda's
Fairy
hands.
War X.
Yeah, really good starting hand.
Yeah, that's it, man. It's just man. What are the chances of drawing 2 Fire War X for Warrior? I play Warrior so much that I know that once I have double Fire War X, I basically have a 60% chance to win a game already.
Yeah. Go for face. Don't even care about the 0-2. Come
I don't
on.
even care about anything else. Just go for face, man. I mean, he's playing a variation of Reina Warrior, which is very aggressive. There's it kind of maximizes the amount of damage that the warrior can deal from hand. You can call it a hand warrior, but
Hand warrior.
yeah, but people come out hand lock. So what are you gonna call a hand warrior?
It
Hand
sounds
rear,
weird. You hand warrior. You know
Hand
what I
lock,
mean?
hand rear. I don't know. Hand rear. Just
Hand-
some shit
that's-
names there, but anyway.
Just a little dirty joke. That's fine. Okay, anyways.
Anyway, we're looking at the possibility of Yamafuda winning pretty high here, but Derikku on
Yeah.
the flip side has pretty good cards in hand. Don't get me wrong, he's got something that could probably de-aggro Yamafuda quite a fair bit, and that includes the Senjin Shumasta. But the problem is that that's gonna only take effect the next few turns here, and he knows that Yamafuda must have a very good hand because he opted to go for face instead of knocking off the healing totem, which a sane warrior would do.
Harvest Golem for sure. So that his next turn, he can weapon up plus play his Bloodsail Corsair. Hit
Bloodsail
face,
Raider,
hit
bro.
face. His Bloodsail
Are you
Raider.
talking
My
about the
bad.
offspring of Bloodsail Raider and the Dread Corsair?
No.
You should have that card in the next patch, man. It's fun.
Yeah. I want to
Piracy
see.
life out there.
I want to see him. I'm just waiting for the next patch for Hearthstone. I want to see some new cards. I want to see all the things that they've mentioned will be
You
coming.
haven't
in.
collected all the
Oh,
cards in this patch, bro. Are you crazy?
I haven't collected all the cards. Yeah, but I have.
Here?
I have the card. Sorry.
Yeah, here I would actually rock biter myself
Oh.
and
Yeah.
run the 3-1 into, or maybe actually no, you don't have to do that. But definitely gonna
To-
play rock biter to
to-
kill the 2-1. Yeah, so
To be honest, you should have just Rock Biter.
instead of
His
Flame Tongue,
his Flame Tongue's gonna die to the weapon right now, and he loses both his totems.
Derikku
sad.
must not be sane here, guys. I don't know. I would not have done that. Like I said, I would have rock biter, but he opted for the Flame Tongue play, which is not very bad. It's just bad, you know.
Wow. So be him.
Here comes the third weapon for Yamafuda, Arcanite Reaper. Yeah, actually gonna go for double Fairy Dragon here, and I
Yeah,
don't agree with
that's
this
fine
play.
also.
It's fine, but I
Yeah.
don't agree with that play because Blessed Corsair. See, there we go. I got your virus already, bro.
Bloodsail
Bloodsail Raider can
Well, I
definitely
guess
deal
it's true.
5 damage, but I guess because he got the Arcanite Reaper, he kind of got a little bit greedy, which is not very good. You generally want to be modest and not like Larc. So
Lightning Storm. Yes, just do it. no need to think.
Yeah, there we go. See, this is why it doesn't really pay off here. But
Yeah,
oh well.
for sure.
He burned one. He burned the
Oh,
potential for
actually.
Derikku to play anything next turn as well. He's probably gonna have to just totem up Pharaoh Spirit next turn, but that's gonna be a vicious cycle of mana overload over and over again.
Yeah, Yamafuda's already running out of steam. Oh, is that? Yeah, okay, I guess this is fine. So he gets a 7-3. But the 7-3 is still gonna die to... well, looking at the half, Derikku has a lot of options to protect himself. Oh, wow.
Pharaoh Spirit for sure, but he's still
my
gonna
God,
get mana locked, and next turn he will still not be able to play the Earth Elemental. So yeah, I guess it's not that bad. But he can play Senjutsu Master next turn, which is why I think Derikku, he made the right choice in the meta, but it doesn't really make a good choice in the games itself. He must be thinking that Shaman can control this warrior, which is kind of half right, not absolutely wrong. Here I would actually just Rock Fighter and embrace the 7-3 because there is virtually nothing you can really do there.
You can silence it. All he needs to do is just silence it.
Oh yeah, you can silence it and you can use the 2-3 to finish it off there. Very nice, reason there. And one of the main reasons Derikku opting go for the Shaman play right now is because he knows that there's a lot of taunt in his deck. As you can see, there's like Earth Elemental, there's Senjutsu Master, there's the freaking
Sunwalker. Yeah, I can't believe it's. I didn't really take a.
But anyway.
Let me take a look at his deck again. Derikku's Shaman. I don't think we've got to see it much.
No,
Shaman.
we have never seen this yet. I think.
Yeah.
I do not know if he's played this and is playoff ready. Let me just check Gosu's website because that's a fantastic website to go for this. But it's kind of
that advertising though.
No, I'm serious because they have every match there nicely recorded as compared to going to my own YouTube channel to browse through all long, drawn out shit there. But anyway.
Whoa!
Oh, what just happened?
I would have played Korkan Elite and used the weapon for the face.
It's okay. It's not that much. of a difference.
Korkan Elite being at 4-3 or 4-1 doesn't really make a difference because
this way he gets to deal 1 extra damage. So yeah.
I guess, but now I don't know. I guess I can understand your reasoning there. Fortunately for him, Sunwalker's coming out. Totem's gonna die to this 4-3, and right now there is nothing that Yamafuda can do. He's practically lost his game already. He's run out of steam. And looking at the hand, even Leroy Jenkins is not gonna help him here. You look at the hand of Derikku, right? He has a Senjin, he has a Serra, he has an Earth Elemental. There is no Black Knight coming up for Yamafuda. Hey, let me take a quick look at Yamafuda's deck again. His warrior deck, I believe, does not run with a Black Knight. I think so. Yep, doesn't run with a Black Knight. So there is really no way he's gonna get through a 7-8 taunt without taking damage himself. So yeah, practically is in a very tough spot.
Yeah.
I believe this should be a 3-2 series going in favor of Derikku.
Same here. He's running out of steam already, and the Shaman's only about 18 health here. Leroy Jenkins is gonna be able to burst through the shield there, but that's one hell of a shield. And I don't know, it's not gonna win in this game yet. He needs something a little bit bigger, like Lemniscate's Grommash Hellscream. If only he can land a Grommash, Okay, yeah. He is gonna opt to go for the taunt busting Leroy here, which is not that bad a play.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to waste double heroic strike. It's like overkill for that Sunwalker. So another Sunwalker, man. Oh my god. Actually, here I would just Sunwalker, to be honest, just to make things even much more fun. Watch him, scratch his head. And he's like, oh shit, what do I do now?
Yeah, actually, I'm browsing through Derikku's decks previously, and his Shaman deck was the deck that he lost the game with, and that's against all no prop. It's the Shaman against Shaman situation that he lost. So that's just an indication of how bad his deck could probably be. But anyway, we're looking at a very lucky top deck here.
I think you made a mistake.
Yeah.
You should have heroic strike first, double heroic strike, and then play the Weaponsmith. That was a big mistake.
Oh god, it throws a big and real in this one.
I think Yamafuda is really on tilt right now. I gotta say, super tilting like a bee.
Oh god, that's 10 damage for no apparent reason, and he loses 1 charge on the X as well. It's not that much of a for all of you out there who kind of get very irked whenever people play shit like that and make mistakes like that. Yeah, but it's not to this extent where he's gonna grieve. You know what's gonna make Yamafuda concede if he plays another Sunwalker this turn?
It's gonna be like, okay, bro, cool start, man.
I'm gonna jet out of here. There is no way I'm gonna stay in this game any longer. I'm gonna warmly open my arms and embrace the loser's bracket because there's double Sunwalker for no apparent reason. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, he's in a really tough spot.
Derikku's playing with his food right now, but
I mean he's been in a tough spot for like a couple of turns already. Oh, he actually gets a decent answer here.
yeah,
He
this
can
is
kill
why.
the 3/5.
Yeah, let me say this is why I don't really like the hand warrior or hand rear, whatever, because you don't have very good card draw mechanic, and generally the concept of a warrior really is to just, or rather the concept of any weapon is just weapon up and clear board. But while your minions can go for face, but in this deck here, you generally run out of steam very quickly if you're up against Pharaoh Spirit or shit ton of Taunt like Derikku. So yeah, there we go, Sunwalker. He's just gonna concede right now. There's nothing he can do to bust through this bubble. He doesn't even have a weapon. Man, he kind of had 4 weapons, but he just can't chop the head of the shaman. He might as well just quit. You fail at life, bro.
Wow.
I mean the warrior, not Yamafuda. Generally, it's just bad draw, man.
Yeah, I know. Wow. So BM. Down, both of them down to 15 life, and Yamafuda is playing the top deck in game. Oh, Gorhal!
Oh, that's the
that will
best
help you.
weapon in game, but it's still not gonna bust with the damn shield, bro. You're gonna take the damage like a man, you know.
He's gonna take 8 damage. Well, not exactly 8, but he's gonna take 2 here, and next turn he's gonna take 4 from the Sunwalker.
Man.
And then he's gonna take another 2.
You know,
from the Sunwalker.
Back in China, when someone says that he's very strong, we put him in a pit, and you have 10 guys beat him, and he just go on and keep whacking him, and just keep asking him, you know, how much more can he take? And right now, Yamafuda's the dude in the middle there. How much more can Yamafuda take? That's the question.
Yeah.
How much longer before he taps out? Because before he just hits the concede button. Because right now, let me just tell you, man, he's done. There's a Sarah on the board, and he's not even getting close to the dragon there. You know?
Yeah. Oh, he gets the shitty one. He doesn't get the
Leopard Gnome top deck. There we go. That's gonna be a dream crusher for him. Yamafuda going down to losers bracket. It's oh god, man. I know it's okay. This game is not really Yamafuda's fault because he kind of got outplayed in a meta sense, but it generally you're gonna have to blame him for the number of misplay he did previously there. And that's a little bit of a mistake that he can just look back and reflect a little bit onto those. Hopefully the casters here, we are not experts at this game, that's why we are casting, we're not playing, but we provide an alternative view. That's our job here. And there we go. So congratulations, Derikku will advance in the winners bracket here. Larc, anything to say first?
Lucky for Derikku, he was able to save face even though he missed lethal and gave the game to his opponent. He at least won the series. Oh, look at that golden shield. Yeah, at least he's able to win the series. So lucky for him. Well-deserving victory by him. He was cutting it close, to be honest, especially seeing him have to force himself to play the Hunter against the Druid matchup, especially in a matchup you kind of don't want to for, because you know most of the time, yeah, it's aggro and it has a lot more potential to actually win the game really quickly. But yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess you are right, as well as most of the viewers on the stream are right, that Hunters don't really have a good game up against the Druid, but generally Yamafuda's luck in that game was just completely horrendous there. You would agree, there are virtually no Ancient Watcher combo coming up from that, and we know he runs the deck, so yeah, god damn it, you know. But Derikku, he still wins this like a boss, so I would say that it's still pretty good here for him. Let me just update the score a little bit. Meanwhile, Larc, any deeper insights on that whole series there before we take a little bit of a break and come back for the next series?
Nah, nothing really much to say. Just really well played by both players. Nothing to take away from Yamafuda as well. He made the playoffs, but still, of course, well played to and well deserving victory to what do you call this? Derikku.
Yeah, of course. So there we go. The bracket's now updated. It seems like Derikku's will be the one advancing to the 10 PM game. Well, there's a little bit of a delay. Hopefully the next series is not best of 5. Not it's best of 5 as in it doesn't go down to the wire. And in terms of 5th game, then we should generally be able to have the schedule back on time here. But that said, it's going to be a Lure up against Lemniscate next. And Well, that's a hell of a match to watch. A Singaporean Black Knight, our very own Black Knight, against
The
Philippines
Dark Knight.
Angry Gromash.
Yeah,
Goddamn,
he'll be like,
just giving
"My
them
name's
cards
Laura."
already.
Oh god, okay.
Yeah, that's it, people. Here, joining me is Larc. We're gonna be back in just about 5 to 10 minutes, so sit tight and have a little bit of a toilet break. It's been an hour session, so we'll be back again for more eHL playoffs. See you guys in a short while. We'll be right back.